So, I believe we have really to wake up to the realities of the urban age, which I have already elaborated. We have to double our efforts if we are going to deliver the MDGs. And based on the current trends, it is estimated that the world will miss the sanitation target more than half of a billion people. So as I said, by 2015, since we are going to miss the sanitation target, there will be a staggering 2.6 billion people without adequate sanitation outlet. These numbers express the blunt reality. Business as usual is taking the sector towards a potential non-achievement. And I believe that the Soroptimist, with your wide reach, and particularly with your grassroots action, you stand a better chance to make a difference. But I believe, like everybody else, one cannot make a difference if one is not exposed to the depth of the challenge. So the international community is determined to make a difference. The continuing high-level advocacy of my agency, UN Habitat, working with others, is, as I have said, first of all, we have to name and shame the reality of our time. We have to consider these omissions as a failing by all of us. It is not about them, it is about all of us together. How come such issues have been taken care of in one part of the world or in one part of the city and not in others? So, the World Summit, therefore, in Johannesburg, was, in my view, a watershed because at least it acknowledged and took the courage to put this thing on the international platform. The key messages of the International Year of Sanitation. So, from Johannesburg, we were able to have 2008 declared by the General Assembly as the International Year of Sanitation. So, this is the good news, that it has not been in vain, that these issues now are no longer taboo, they are being discussed openly. And that is great progress. Because unless we accept that this is a global challenge, we shall not do anything about it. So the International Year of Sanitation recognizes that sanitation is vital for health. This is an investment in health. It is a health activity. Sanitation contributes to social development. Obviously, if you are sick, you are not going to do very much. You will not be able to attend a meeting like this one. Sanitation is a good economic investment. It makes economic sense. It helps the environment, and of course, sanitation is achievable. Achievable because we can all play our part. I talked about the role of particularly women and the children they bring up and support the socialization process which really breeds a culture of cleanliness and sanitation. In my part of the world, it is typical to see people sitting comfortably behind a heap of garbage, even if there is a possibility for that garbage to be either buried or taken care of. So there is also this attitude that someone is going to be cleaning after me. We at UN Habitat, working with the grassroots partners and the Soroptimist International, who are partners as such, we are also campaigning very much on the attitude to cleanness and hygiene. This is really something that need not cost money. But again, we have also to facilitate that attitude. Garbage bin, dust bins, to facilitate, to make it easier. Obviously, all of us are prone to littering if you don't have a place where you can dispose the waste. So there is also the role of the public to facilitate that process. But these things, they seem to be simple, but you will be surprised that they are not always done. We have involved a lot of advocacy at UN Habitat. We have published a global atlas of excreta, waste, water sludge, and biosolids management. Moving forward, the sustainable and welcome use of global resources. We have updated the solid waste in developing countries. We have a collection, publications on the situation, because we must map out this reality. I must say that, of course, and we can share best practices in this regard. Those of you, and I believe those of you who are coming maybe from Japan and other places, there are some societies here which are really best practice when it comes to hygiene. And what I have noted that, as I said, in these places like these societies, cleanliness is a culture. And when cleanliness becomes a culture, things becomes much easier. I was observing Japanese children moving around. They were really taking trouble to look for a place where they could suppose, maybe a sweet, a wrapping paper for sweet and things like that. I have also said that, but we have to inculcate this kind of behavior, thinking, awareness from children very early. So there is also part of the education package. But the public, the international community, the leaders have to assist people to maintain and practice such a culture.